Today I almost decide to contact Department of Defense, and the reason I wanted to do that, I'm a target individual for more than 14 years. I did like 200, 300 videos regarding this subject, and the reason I'm saying that I did 200, 300 video, I don't count. It's to show you that I'm really suffering. Now, oh, okay. Dang it. Wow. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm just checking something. There is some shady people around me in the neighborhood, and they steal from me. They have their own way how they do it. Unfortunately, the one I'm talking about is, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. And the reason I'm paranoid and I'm suspicious, it's because I lived long enough to figure out some stuff here. Okay. Yeah. Well, the way I thought it's happening, actually. Anyway, I don't know. He's pretty shady to me. His girlfriend speaks fluent Hebrew. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to get to the details here. Yeah, they are like shady couple to me. They look shady. The reason I wanted to contact Department of Defense to ask them why a person is me that doesn't have no crime at all enrolled in such brutal, I can't even describe it, actually. Yeah. Honestly, I can't even describe it. Yeah, he's digging there in the back of his cars. He's very shady to me. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I asked for his name like 20 times, and he told me his name 20 times, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever. I'm getting to my own conclusion, that's it. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just thinking loud here. But anyway, now, since I'm battling this issue, this is a battle, this is a war. This is a war, honest to God, it's a war. And I explained this later, what I'm talking about. It's a war when somebody hacked your brainwave, the EEG, and they're not telling you what to do. They're not telling you do this or do this or do this or do this, but they are doing stuff against your will. It's like they took over your life and not exactly manipulating, because they're not going to manipulate me, and basically distracting me, arousing me trazillion time, and I'm freaking not even joking. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not even exaggerating. This subject is extremely, extremely, extremely forbidden subject. It's a subject that extremely, 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 even me that going through that, I recall I'm going through that. It's mean I felt I'm going through that for 26 years, but the way I recall it, it was even my glasses, when they did my glasses, they kind of like sabotage something there. It's not it's not the optometrist and the doctor sabotage something. It's not. It's not. It's the people who is manipulating something about everything I'm doing. Manipulating equipment, manipulating material, manipulating businesses, manipulate ambushing and sabotaging. And I made the glasses last year, and I went to an optometrist that I was going for 30 years, I think. And I used to wear back then contact lens for many, many years, for centuries. It doesn't matter, for a long time. And the last time I was really not satisfied about the glasses. The glasses really bothering me, and I need it for far away, and it's bother me when I need to see close and so on and so on. But maybe it have nothing to do with somebody who's trying to sabotage me, because they said that they tried the best to do it in the best way, and I used them like for 25 years. But lately, in the last year, I didn't like the way they did it. So I needed to go to somebody else to do it, but it doesn't matter right now. So I almost contact the Department of Defense. Honestly, as much as I'm honest and naive and probably not a smart way to talk about it, I'm clueless about it. I don't have no direction. I don't have no way. I don't have no clue how I am contact and saying to some clerk that never heard about hacking EEG or hacking brainwave, to tell him, hey, my name's such and such, and somebody hacking my EEG bothering me for 14 years is probably going to fail and faint. Now, how you take care of that? How you take care of it? I'm a single mother of 5 children. I never in my life had no single crime. I don't abuse alcohol. I don't do drug. I had drugs, and I said that a million times in my... I don't have any experience with drug. I don't know about them, so I don't care about them. It's like cigarette. I have cigarette, but I don't smoke it because I don't have the urge and I don't care. I probably smoke once a year or twice a year, cigarette. But even this I don't do. My things is, my point is, it's not to I don't know the word, to make myself like I am an angel who come from the sky or whatever to save the planet. This is not my attention. My attention is save myself. Somebody put me on the watch list. Somebody put me in a blacklist. Somebody put me in... I don't know why. Because I'm not the most wanted. I'm not a criminal. I never hurt nobody in the face of earth. I just had a freaking stupid, idiotic fight with the upstairs neighbor that she looked to me shady anyway. Her and those other people that I'm not talking about. The one that he just was digging in the back of his car and he looked shady to me. He looked like he's stealing and mobbing stuff and selling it. That's what it's looked to me. They do that. They do different weird stuff, skits, weird skits. Oh, we saw that you have a necklace. Can you do something and get it? We want to sell it. And I don't want to get to the details, okay? Now, at first I'm saying not everything that shines is gold, stupid. And second, not everything that brilliant and look shine is diamond. So you guys are stupid and you guys are idiots. That's it. Now to the subject. My subject here, I wanted to contact Department, I don't even know how to say it, yeah? Department of Defense, to tell them why I'm being target individual. Why? Is that because I'm from Israel? So what if I'm from Israel? I am an American. I have American citizen for freaking centuries already. I lived there. I basically stuck in Denver, Colorado because this abuse. I stuck. Yeah, I stuck. I stuck. I don't care what you call me. I stuck. Yeah, I stuck. I stuck because this harassment, because this abuse, because this monitoring, because this tracking, because this spying, because this following, because they're watching every move that I'm doing. They're watching me, they're following me, they're stalking me, they're doing electronic harassment on me, they're beaming on me, they're sending radiation on me. And I remember the glares and the lights that I was seeing, even that there is no window in my kitchen. And I remember the laser that I felt and the radiation that I felt, even that I am indoor, and so on and so on and so on. And I talked about it in my 200, 300 videos. Now, back then, around 2009, 2010, I contacted the FBI probably 2-3 times, and that was enough for me because they gave me the runaround. And every time that I asked for a specific person that I told him my story, he is not there, no longer working there. So I figure out they are not going to respond and they are not going to take it seriously. Because basically every time that I talk to somebody, the next week or the week after, I couldn't find him anymore. And every time they kept saying he's no longer here, she's no longer here, and weird stuff like that. So I know that they are just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to talk about it. So that was enough for me. I complained to the authority. They never heard about such things. They looked at me like I am fell from galaxy, even that I born on Earth, and I know where I came from, and I know what country I came from, and I know where I live now. I know everything. So they still looked at me like I am saying some fiction stories. They call it delusionals when it's not, when it's real as really can be. It's technology. It's devices, it's technology. There is a place called Lone Tree here that there is a factory of selling those devices, and probably they have hundreds of types of devices of spying, snooping, following, tracking, monitoring. So this is BS what they are telling me, that it's delusional. It is devices. Now, I understand if I have some type of crime that I did, or I don't even want to use the J word because I never was there. And I nobody was after me. I never was after nobody. And I don't have nobody, as far as I know, I don't have no enemies. It's opposite. A lot of people like me, love me all my life. I am the one who got far away from them, but now I had a suspicions that my sister involved because All our family have tremendous knowledge with Modin. And I said, the people who is doing it to me, they have tremendous knowledge of secret police. Wow, it's changing color. I guess. Anyway. I'm just walking and it's changing by the light, the screen. But I even was suspicious that she's the one running it. I was suspicious she's the one who giving me that hell. And I was suspicious. And we was crying when me and my sister talking on the phone. Usually we cry together, and because we miss each other a lot and stuff like that. And she told me, how you can blame me in such a thing? How you can blame me in such a thing? And I told her, I just can't explain to you what's going on. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. There is somebody who is using my relative, my most relative voices, my most relative and friends' voices, and they're using against me. She said, I'm not going to do such a things to you, and never in my life, I don't want nothing bad to you. And of course I believe her. She's my sister and I love her, you know. But so who is using? Who is using those devices? Who? Who is using those devices? Who is using and mimicking relative voices? Who is using and mimicking friends' voices? Who is using and mimicking people that I know voices? So it's somebody that is want to hurt me. Somebody who is targeting me. Yeah, I'm breathing heavily because I'm telling you, there is some stuff going on. There is definitely some stuff going on. This is the worst that can happen to human being. The worst. Now, the other stuff that I saw, it's like tricks. It's like skits. It's like disgusting skits that they are using to drive me crazy. This is their attention. This is the main attention to drive me crazy. So then they say, oh, she's crazy, so we can take everything that she have, we can sell everything that she have, we can do this and we can do that, and we can take over everything she got, she collected for 35 years. They don't care that I lost a gazillion of stuff in the last 35 years. They don't give a rat's about it. The last things I saw in the internet, it's another skits. I saw a picture while I was logging on some interesting entertainment show. I'm not going to say name because it's really not... I'm not connected to what I'm talking about because I'm trying to be careful what I'm saying. I saw an entertainment show. It's like about a successful New Yorker who owned a shop, owned a jewelry shop in New York. He's very, very successful. And he's doing videos. And I bumped to a very, very, very disturbing pictures. I'm not going to get into detail because it's very disturbing, so I'm not going to talk about it. And I felt like I'm recognizing, it was like three young men in the picture, and he's talking about them. He's talking about how you can trust friends and how they can become honest and stuff like that, you know. And I'm recognizing from the three young men, I'm recognizing the middle young man. I'm recognizing the face. I'm not recognizing the body. The body look a little bigger and a little bit muscular and a little bit too athletic from what I remember, but I remember the face. And this is another things that I wanted to explain to you here. Those kids, they do it they knew that I love that subject, and they knew that I like that kind of entertainment, and I like to watch those videos. They know. So they send me that, like, to see that picture and recognize that face and drive me nuts. And I'm keeping asking and leaving a message there in the comments. I'm keeping putting message because they took my comment like 10 times, and I'm keeping putting it. Is somebody recognize that middle young man? Is somebody recognize that middle young man? Is somebody recognize that middle young name? Is somebody recognize that middle young man? Is somebody recognize that middle young man? Is somebody recognize that middle young man? I don't say how I'm related or how I am knowing him or how I recognize him and why they look like like they are hostages. They look like three hostages. He's talking about the picture, and the picture is very, very, very disturbing. I don't want to get to a detail. Very, very, very disturbing picture. And they look to me like they are like like they are in some basements, and they are like hostages. And I didn't put too much detail in the comment because I didn't want it to scare nobody there. But I kept asking, is somebody recognize the middle young man? 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 Believe it or not, it's exhausting. I'm an artist. I'm a creative person. I'm a person who can put canvases after canvases after canvases after canvases and create nonstop. Because I can create. It doesn't matter how I keep and dwelling on the canvas. It doesn't matter how I put in the canvas. It doesn't matter how much energy I put in the canvas. I can dwell on it and dwell on it and dwell on it. And if I wanted to stop in the middle and leave it like that, I just don't continue. I just leave it like that. If I just do 3-4 lines and I said, that's it, that's it. If I do 10 lines on the canvas and I said, that's it, that's it. But I can create. But since this harassment and that attack on me, and that disturbing and distracting, what is it? What is it I'm talking about? What is it? What is it I'm talking about? What is it? Here, the neighborhood quiet like a grave, okay? Like a grave, because I can't fly, I can't drive, I can't go nowhere. I can't freaking go to the mountain. I can't go and travel because the anxiety that the harassment put me in. It's like being a prisoner when you did never in freaking life, you did nothing wrong. I don't have not one single crime in my life. I was so stupid and naive that everybody, my name was equal to that nice girl, that naive girl. She's the most naive girl on face of earth. And I talk, yes, I talk, because I'm honest. And yes, I talk because I am true and I'm real. I can be fake if I want, but that doesn't bring me nothing. That doesn't go to save my life. I'm not going to say that I am nothing come in mind when I'm not. I'm saying what I am, who I am, where I came from, who is I belong to, where my parents come from, where my sister and brother came from. That's what I know how to say. I'm not going to say that I'm somebody else when I'm not. My point is, I am very disturbed what's happened in my life that somebody are harassing me on steroid 24/7, 365 on a micro of a second. Now I am saying I saw that businessman that owned that very successful shop in New York, and he's talking about his business because this is the only things that matter. It's his business. But he's talking about also workers that was working there and how honest they are and what they can do and what they can. In some point, I bumped to one of his videos because he have like probably more than 200 video, maybe more. And he's talking about those three young men. And apparently, when he was talking about those three young men, he is pointing about the middle young man and he's saying his name. And he's saying his real name. The young man that I'm recognizing. Now I show that to my family, and my family say, yeah, he look like him, but it's not him, and stuff like that. He look different. He doesn't look like now, so on and so on and so on. Now, he look exactly like somebody I know. Now I'm not sleeping at night. I'm not sleeping at day. I'm not living my life. I wanted to take a flight few times to visit my son in Las Vegas. I couldn't because they basically distracting your brainwave. They distracting your brainwave. They distracting your brainwave and distracting your brainwave and distracting your brainwave, distracting your brainwave. That even when you are flying, because I flew before to Spain, I flew to Israel, and I flew to Las Vegas, and I felt it in the air. What I felt like somebody interrupting with my frequency. And I kind of like forced myself to sleep. I said to myself, okay, you must to sleep. Make yourself sleeping. I couldn't. I had few flights before that. The flight, it's like from 6 hours to 14 hours, and I couldn't make myself sleep. I couldn't. Even I tried to sleep, I couldn't. But this is different subject. It's connected because the anxiety and because the harassment and because the distraction and because the description and because the distraction and the harassment and the disturbing, I'm not functioning. I can't even sort my stuff in the house and make it neat and nice and look in order, looking nice, and I have gazillion stuff around me here. And I couldn't put myself to the point that I'm sorting it and put it neat. And for 14 years, I'm challenging myself when I'm going to sort it, when I'm going to sort it, when I'm going to. Now I'm hearing my sister in the background again. Again.